Hey everyone, and welcome to my most wing it video ever. It's the end of the year, and 2023 has been absolutely amazing for me, and I wanted to make a video to thank you for your support, talk about the year that's been, answer maybe some of the most common questions I get, and discuss maybe my plans for 2024, and maybe ask for your advice as well. First and foremost, I want to thank you, my viewers, for the success of my channel. It really wouldn't be possible without you. I get amazing emails and messages, and I read them all, and I answer as many as I can, and it's really warming for me to know that my videos help you and your photography out. So that's really great. So what happened in 2023? So it's been an amazing year for my channel. I started in spring of 2022, and by this time last year, so at the end of 2022, my channel had 40,000 subscribers, and now I have 340,000 subscribers. So, which is just mind-blowing for me. I have the privilege of waking up every morning and reading emails with amazing offers and brands wanting to partner with me, and people telling me about how my photography has helped them, and getting the opportunity to do some amazing things. So it's just been great. I launched my wildlife photography course, which is doing amazing. We promised that when we hit a certain milestone in course participants, we would have a contest with the winner taking home a $13,000 600mm f4 lens, which we just launched that contest before the holidays because we hit our milestone. So that's been amazing. I'm doing that in cooperation with the Journal of Wildlife Photography. I went to Botswana and have launched my own tours to Botswana, partnering with Pangolin Photo Safari. So I've got 3 tours in 2024, and they're all sold out, and I've got a waiting list, which is just, again, amazing. And I've had some great partnerships, this year. A shout out to Squarespace, who's been a great partner for me in my videos last year, or this year that's ending, and will be again next year, so that's great. I thought I'd answer a few of your questions. I get questions all the time. One of the questions I get often is, am I French? Oui, bien sûr. Je suis un francophone. J'habite en Nouvelle-Écosse, dans l'est du Canada, à côté de l'océan Atlantique. I'm a Frenchman in Nova Scotia, Canada, living next to the Atlantic Ocean. Sometimes people say, why do you say your name so funny? Well, I'm French, and that's how you say it in French. Another question I get asked is, where did my channel idea come from? It actually came from posting on social media like Facebook and Instagram, and people saying, I wish I could follow you around for a day. So I started making videos following me around for a day. So that's how it kind of started, and then I started on Facebook and Instagram. They were popular there, and I thought I'd dip my toe into YouTube. I get asked often, if you had, this is a common question in interviews, if you wrote a book, what would you call your first book? And my answer often is I'd call it Mostly Lying in the Mud, because that's what wildlife photography is. People think it's so glamorous because the photos are so beautiful. But wildlife photography is mostly lying in the mud and lying on a cold beach and getting bitten by mosquitoes and ticks and all that fun stuff. That being said, I'm not putting it down. We get to do amazing things and travel and spend time in nature. And when you can do that as a profession, it's the greatest thing ever. A question I get asked all the time, where I got dropped some hints, why don't you do more behind the scenes videos? And that's linked to how my channel started. I thought my channel would be a behind the scenes video channel where I'd go behind the scenes, take you with me into the woods, or, hiking up to a waterfall and having you see how I do things and so on. But if you look at my first 6 videos I've ever done on my channel, 3 of them are behind the scenes and 3 are educational, photographic education type videos. The 3 videos that are behind the scenes one has 30,000 views and the other 2 has views in the teens. My 3 educational videos, my first 3, all have more than 300,000 views each. So I'm getting 10 to 20 times more views for videos around photo education than behind the scenes. And the behind the scenes videos are much more work to make because I have to go out in the field, shoot that footage, then come home, then edit a video. So the ratio is just not working for me right now. So I'm saving behind the scenes for special stuff, like when I went to Africa. It's incumbent upon me to try to figure out how to make that work because my viewers seem to like it. I get lots of comments and lots of likes for the number of people that see it, but not many people see them. And so it doesn't really work within the algorithm or kind of the YouTube system. The behind the scenes videos don't really work that well for me. Now, they can be made to work. You know, Thomas Heaton does great landscape behind the scenes, and Morton Hilmer makes great wildlife behind the scenes. So it can be made to work. I just haven't figured out how to make it work for me. So that's kind of incumbent upon me to try to work on that some more and try to figure that out. I get asked all the time, you know, what's the secret sauce for making a YouTube channel get out of the gate so well? In a way, I don't know. I still don't know. But I think it's because I don't think it's a channel about me. I think it's a channel about you. And that's been something that's I've always tried to respect and try to keep at the forefront so my channel success is actually your channel success. I hope that my videos come across that they're videos to help you and that you're benefiting from it, and the success of my channel is because you're being successful and it's helping you get better and better photos. And I hope that really comes across because I think that's part of why it's working so well. What are my plans for 2024? I think, you know, I have a friend who used to say you can work on the business or in the business. I think this is a year maybe I need to work on the business. You know, I need to keep tightening up my videos, maybe shorter intros. I started with long intros, which, by the way, everywhere in video in YouTube world, they said, don't make intros to your videos. Don't waste a second saying who you are. But I have actually quite long intros, especially in my earlier videos. And it's worked for me. That being said, you know, people know who I am now, so I need to get into the meat quicker. I want better video editing skills, audio skills. You know, my audio, I got some microphone up here, but getting better audio, really helpful in people will watch a video with poor video and good audio longer than good video and poor audio. I want better special effects for my videos when I need them for demonstrations. I want smarter, more innovative topics. I want to refresh my website, which I use Squarespace and who've been a great partner, but I use their templates a lot. I want to explore maybe things I can do on my own. In 2024, I want to explore more tours. I might be going to Kenya, maybe exploring adding 2024 or 2025 for Kenya. And I get asked a lot, you know, why don't you have tours in North America? That's a really good question. You know, Canada's a great place. So I'm starting to think about maybe some bears, you know, polar bears or grizzlies or something as a tour in Northern Canada might be a great offering for me. And I might be looking at some more courses. Maybe I'm looking possibly at a Lightroom wildlife photo editing course that I could do, which I think might be, people will really enjoy. As I mentioned earlier, I need to make behind the scenes work videos, so people want to see those. And I'd love to know what you'd like to see. Let me know in the comments below what you'd like to see, because I think giving you what you want is what's going to work for me and work for you and work for the whole YouTube ecosystem. Do I want to get into equipment reviews? That's something I always scratch my head on. I've been resisting it a bit. There are great channels that do this already. You know, Jared Poland at Fronos Photo, Tony and Chelsea Northrup, and so on. They're fantastic. I love their channels and love their videos. There are styles more like Peter McKinnon with very kind of cinematic and so on. They're great. As I mentioned, Morton Hilmer does great behind the scenes for wildlife and nature. So, you know, I still need to explore what my channel can be in the future, and I'd love your feedback on what works and what doesn't and so on. I see a lot of photographic-based channels do well and then they kind of slow down. So, you know, how do you stay relevant and so on? Not quite sure all the time, but I'd love your feedback, love your ideas, and I'd love to know what you could recommend for me that I try on as different approaches and different types of content. And it's important for me as well that this is content that you like, and I get feedback that you like it, and it's hugely motivating for me. When I wake up in the morning and I read my emails, I get great emails from a dentist who wants to take better photos of teeth, and a fire inspector who wants to take better photos of crime scenes where there was fire involved. I feel I'm contributing something a bit. People who want to photograph their grandkids, people with disabilities who love being able to drive out to the ocean and stick their camera out a car window and take some photos. And I get heart-wrenching, amazing emails. You'd be surprised how many I get from people with mental health struggles, PTSD, who tell me how taking on photography, getting the tips to be able to do it well, and being encouraged by my videos to actually go out and do it has been hugely motivating and therapeutic for them in managing their mental health issues and so on. And that feels amazing from my perspective, and knowing I can contribute to some people's personal health. And the stories they tell me and so on, they're just amazing, amazing. And I'm just so proud of the folks who do this and who are able to take on their own future and battle very difficult issues, and that have found a release to be able to do that. Good for you. I'm just so amazed. I also get the pleasure of meeting many of you. You know, I was in the Chobe National Park in Africa and in Botswana, and a guy jumps out of the vehicle next to me and says, "Hi, Simon, my name's Roy. I'm from Perth, Australia." Or I'm on a beach in Nova Scotia. There's no one around except this one guy comes up and says, "Hey, Simon, my name's Sean, and I'm from Okinawa, Japan." So I love meeting you. I bump into you guys and gals at airports and so on. It's fantastic. It's always a surprise to me to get recognized in places other than home. So it's great doing that, and I love seeing you and meeting you. I want to wish you all the best for 2024. I hope you fill it with adventure. I hope you fill it with personal growth. I hope you fill it with great photography, great experiences, and I just hope you have a prosperous new year. I hope I will too, and I hope that you'll be able to join me for it. See you guys soon.